Good. So you can grab your roller and let's take it like face down the spine. And once we go back, supporting the head and the tail, the weight's floating above the roller here. And just reach the arms out to the side. Let your shoulder blades melt down around the curve of the roller and gently rock from one side to the other. Curving the body around the top of the roller, with the blades hug in. Just shifting your weight from the right to the left. To massage across the space between the blades, across your sacrum, across the back of the skull. Gaze up and forward, just a little bit. So the neck is long, front, back, and side. As you go from side to side, pull away from your hand to get that tug across the shoulder. And then we'll come back to center, settle in, and reach the arms up, big embrace, hug the air above you. Exhale, roll the arms open, nice and slow, sink the arms down to stretch the chest, and lift again. Arms rise in unison, and release back down to the floor. Slower than gravity would pull you normally. So we're gonna lift up, take your time, work against a lot of momentum. You're gonna feel the work in the arms, both on the lift and on the lowering parts of this movement. So inhale, body expands with the breath. Exhale, the air out and the belly knits together. The ribs knit in around the lungs. And we rise again here. And exhale, gaze is attached to a point above you, like a focal point. So keep your body steady on the roller, which wants to move underneath you. And one more of these. Hug the air in and then release it out and away. We'll bring the arms up and point the fingers to the ceiling. Exhale, pull the blades down a little bit heavier. And then inhale, the arms lift up, the shoulders shrug up away from the roller. Exhale. The chest will broaden as the shoulder blades sink low. Inhale. Collarbones curve up at their edges like they're smiling. And then exhale, flatten them out. Melt the blades down. And lift again. And exhale to release. Shrinking up. And exhale, releasing down. One more. Get a lot of mobility here. Try to move the shoulder blades underneath your body on top of the roller. And then turn the palms down and lengthen the arms down at your side. We'll lift the arms now in unison up to the ceiling and exhale back by your ears. And then reversing the direction, the arms rise and exhale, reach all the way forward and down. Lifting up and exhale and press the arms back. And feel that stretch into the chest, into the side of your body, into the lats on your back. And then the arms glide up, they sink behind you, you stretch the fingertips, and think of the blades pulling towards your waist at that point. When the arms are vertical, the blades are heavy, and then as you pull the arms forward, the blades slide towards your waist. Once more. Really enjoy the stretch, feet are nice and solidly placed into the ground. Exhale everything out as the arms descend. From here, hands to the shoulders for little circles with the elbows, scoop them in and up. Exhale wide out around and down. Turn in, lift, and exhale around and down, rising up here. And circle. Pull up and then exhale, reach around. Just let this movement massage out your upper back and help get a little bit of length into the muscles of your neck. We'll complete the circle reverse. One breath per circle, start with a short deep inhale and then a longer, slower exhalation. The arms go wide, they lift up, and then the edges of the arms slide along the outside edges of your ribs. Hips nice and steady, feet are grounded. Imagine holding a ball or a yoga block between your legs and just lightly press into it. And we'll complete this circle and extend the arms forward for full arm circles. Arms lengthen forward, then they lift up and down on the inhale, all the way back by your ears, circle wide around and forward, slice the air with your arms, and then turn the palms down, up and back, reach. Fill the lungs to capacity, then empty them as much as you can. Leave the lifting of the arms, allowing space inside the ribcage for the lungs to expand and fill. And exhale, push the air out of your lungs, the arms descending and down. Let's do that once more. Arms go up through center, and then they go wide, showing off your wingspan here. At the end, turn the palms up and circle the arms out to the side. They will lift off the ground as they go past your shoulders. Exhale, push them forward and down, parallel. And this stretching here moves the blades underneath you. How they move under your body as the arms circle out and lift up behind you, and then exhale, feel the weight of the blades dropping to the ground as the arms descend. 2 more like this. It's a long, slow inhale, and then a full deep exhale. And last one here, spreading the toes, sinking the feet into the ground. Exhale and dive the arms forward. They touch the ground simultaneously. All right, now diamond arms, thumbs up, index fingers together, elbows wide. You swing the shape back to frame your face. Exhale, bring it forward, the hands flip over the low belly, and take it back again. Reach here, and exhale forward and down. Just one more like that one. And then you can rest the hands on the hip bones. Right. Bring your elbows to the ground, extend the arms forward, and be sure your feet are maybe only about 4 inches apart. The knees and the feet aligned with the hip joints here at the crease between the leg and pelvic girdle. Now, as you lightly press the arms, we're going to pick up the right knee. Inhale to lift it up. And exhale to lower it down, keeping the pelvis steady across the roller. Foot rolls into the ground, put a little weight into that leg, and then pick up the left leg down. And exhale, lower it down. Take your time, delay the foot's connection to the floor. And inhale, use that inhale to bring the knee up to 90 degrees, maybe a little past. And exhale to bring it all the way down. The foot touches and then melts into the ground under your mat. And we pull the left one up. You need weight in the left hip, so you're not tipping the body, and then exhale, bring that back. Lower the foot down. Now, as you lift the right knee, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Knee and fingers point to the sky, and exhale, lower them down. Try to bring the hands simultaneously with the foot to the mat. Left knee and right arm. And exhale, lower that down smoothly. The arm moves faster than the leg. Use the foot, of course, is closer to the ground when you lift it than the fingers are. So right knee lift going up. Exhale, lower. Remember, the less connection you have of the arm or the hand to the floor, the harder it is to balance. So if you need a little assistance, the elbow is down. Otherwise, maybe only the fingertips to the ground. And lower on the exhalation. We're changing it now as you lift the right knee and the left arm. Pause there. Extend the foot up to the ceiling and bring the arm back by your ear. Maybe feel a little stretch in the hamstring. Inhale, bend at the knee, lift the fingers to the sky. And exhale, lower everything down, hand and foot simultaneously connect. And now, left knee, right arm up. Extend the leg, reach the arm back by your ears, lengthen the arm away from the shoulder. Bend the knee, lift the arm up, weight in the shoulder blade, and exhale, bring them down. One more set of these. The left foot is grounded. We pick up the right knee, the left arm, and then extend at the knee. Stretch the arm behind you. Bring the arm up, weight in the shoulder blade, weight in the right hip, and bring everything down, connect. Stand into the hand and the foot, and then we bring up the other side. Right arm, left leg, arm goes back, leg lifts. Bend at the knee, lift the arm vertical, and exhale all the way down. And then here, just open the arms, rock a little side to side. You turn your head. Come back to center, and let's just give your arm neck a little stretch. So turn your head to the left, tuck your chin in towards the base of your throat, and let the head slide downhill, keeping the right shoulder blade anchored on the other side of the roller. So the head slopes off the curve of the roller like it's sliding down a hill. And then we'll exhale, pull the head back to the center, look at the ceiling, and then turn your head to the right, bring your chin towards the base of the throat. The top back of the head skates down the hill, around the curve of the roller, the lower shoulder is heavy. So let's stretch the left neck. Use the neck muscles, pull the head up, center, look at the sky. One more set of these. So look to your left, the forehead falls downhill. The right shoulder is still pressing down, the right elbow is heavy. Come up with the head, skate it across the roller, look straight up, and then turn your head, chin towards throat, slide the head down. And maybe reach long through the left hands towards the end of your mat. The elbow is sinking, the shoulder blade is heavy around the roller, and then pull it up to center. All right, we're coming off the roller here. And take it across under our hips. So here we'll at. Pull the roller with you, and then once you're down, you shoulder bridge up with the hips. Pull the roller across the sacrum. And we'll just start pulling the knees into the chest, into a frog. And frog out. See, this is the footwork series. We're pushing legs up and out long at an angle where you feel some work in your abs without overarching the spine. And then exhale, pull the knees in towards your shoulders, towards your armpits, and push again. Inner heel to inner heel. And then exhale, bring it back. So glide out to stretch. And exhale, frog in, knees right in towards the armpits, push away again. And exhale, bring it back. And reach once more. And exhale and return. From here, we're going to parallel legs, and the legs sit tight. So knees together, edges of feet together, thighs reaching in towards each other. And then with the soft plank, push the legs away. And exhale, draw the knees back in, the toes are the last thing to come back in. And reach out again. So the angle is going to be where you can feel support from your abdominal wall without changing the arch of your spine. So you definitely, as the legs extend, you want to feel that your core is still in control against the weight and length of your legs. If the back arches, if you feel insecure, take the legs higher. If it's not enough work in the abs, try taking the legs slightly lower. See how you do. Just remember, your whole back isn't supported when you're up on the roller like this. So pay attention and be sure that this feels like it's a strengthening exercise and not one that's going to strain your back. A lot of times in Pilates, as we move away from center, the angle of the movement really matters because you have to figure out the load that will strengthen you without overwhelming you. So push again. Yawn the knees open, stretch out through the center of the foot. And here, one last one. Again, edges of the legs press into each other for more support in the transverse abdominal muscle here. And now we're going to lift the legs up towards the ceiling, curl the toes down, and then reach up ball of the foot, toes, curl down toes, heels lift. And so articulate the foot from the heel to the ball of the foot to the toes, come back from the toes to the ball of the foot to the heel. Working the foot into a soft point, and pulling it out into a deep flexion at the ankle through the foot. And one more. Think about curling and releasing your head up. They're here from the top, scissors, right leg back, left leg forward, stretch. And then sweep the legs past each other. They glide past each other just about 3 to 4 inches apart. And we switch with the inhale, we switch with the exhale. Looking for a hamstring stretch as the leg goes up and back, and a hip opening stretch as the leg goes forward and down. Always remember to keep the toes a little soft. If we point them too hard when we do this, you're likely to cramp your feet. Allowing space for air to flow through is a great image so that you keep the toes just a little bit more relaxed as you move the leg and the foot through the air. Now bring both legs up to the top, externally rotate, leave the left leg vertical, the right leg slides out to the side and down. Press down through the left hip bone, stretch the right leg out, exhale, pull the right leg up really slowly, come all the way up to vertical, tap the heels, now the right leg is stable, the left leg moves sideways, out and down. And exhale to pull it on up. Moving slowly enough to feel the work in the inner thigh. And right leg is paid out here a little bit at a time. You stretch, you reach, you lengthen, you push the opposite hip down into the roller. Exhale to bring that right leg up. And one more here for the left leg to move. Slowly down the curve of the rainbow, down towards the floor. Right hip pushes into the roller. Make it an active grounding. And then exhale, lift the left leg up. Take your time to the top of the foot. And then we'll bend the knees in and exhale, lower the feet. Lift your hips up, slide the roller out right underneath you. And once it's at the side, just stretch the legs forward, stretch the arms back, yawn your body up into the ceiling, and we'll do a roll up with the legs together. Lift the arms and neck, shoulders, big exhale. Put the head, pull the body forward, dive over, suck your waist back into the curve of your spine, and reach your forehead down towards your knees. And then reach out to the center of each foot. We'll take it back. The arms can go high or low. You want to maintain control, but also be challenged to move one vertebra at a time into the ground. That was really beautiful. Good work. Take this back and the arms stretch back behind you. Remember, you would have the option of putting weights on your ankles for more stability there, using hand weights or a TheraBand in your hands to give you an assist on the lift. Or even just lowering the arms for a little bit more control, or lifting them for a little more challenge. Going down, 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 for each side equally. We typically have a side that is a little stronger, and you might want to think about the other side being the lead dog here. Lift the arms, head, neck, chest, exhale, pull. And still pull the belly back as you come up and curve your spine around. And then here, let's step the spine up, and we're rolling back for hundreds. So we can bend the knees, perch on your sits bones, and then extend the arms forward as you're holding a ball, squeeze it in from the armpits, look down, and the tail curves up. As we come down, we're going to land right at the tip of the blades, keep lifting the tail up, pull one knee in, then the other, extend the legs forward and out, the arms turn. Pulse down, parallel to the ground, and we pop. Inhaling and exhaling. It's a steady pulse. You want the arms to both lift and lower from their horizontal position parallel to the ground. Roll the shoulders slightly in to move the shoulder blades wide on your back so you get a little bit more sinking of the ribs down and back behind you. So you can really pleat the front of the rib cage forward and together so the chest narrows and gets short. The back lengthens and gets wide. We're pulsing here, stretching out, energy pouring out of the center of the soles of each foot. Really squeeze tight for a little more inner thigh work and a little bit more pelvic floor and lower abdominal work too. Let's go for one more breath from here. Full inhale and full exhale. And then pull the knees in, lay your head down and turn your head easy side to side. We haven't done this in a while, but let's do the hot dog exercise, taking the roller between your bent knees and between the arches of your feet. Try to hold that roller and those shins parallel to the ground. Move up to your upper curl. Support your head with your hands and pull the elbows down and look at your navel. Try to pull the elbows in that direction as well. Now squeezing the roller, you're going to slide the feet forward, attempting to keep the shins parallel to the ground until you feel maximum work in the lower abdominals without collapsing out of your upper curl. And then exhale to pull the belly deep and slowly bring the legs back in. Good work. And again, so only go as far as you feel like you can keep your waist pulling down and the tail slightly pulled up. At the end range, squeeze a little more, press in with the inner thigh, not just the feet, and pull that back in. Do it again and use your hands to support the head to lengthen the neck. The elbows to pull forward to widen the back and pull you up a little higher into the upper curl. Right. We're going to feel it in the upper abs with that positioning here, and the lower abs with the increased load away from the center. And exhale, squeeze and pull back. All right, and then we can put the roller to the side. And again, lay down, stretch your arms back, stretch the legs forward, just open up that front line after working it so hard. And let's just stretch here and then grab your TheraBand for single leg circuits. Pull the right knee into the chest and place the center of the band into the whole foot. Lift the leg up. Anchor your elbows down and then walk them forward towards the hip as you lift the right leg up in the air. And we'll do a point flex here, toe ball heel, elbow toe again. One more, ending in a soft point. And now circle the leg across the body. You can have a reach it across, go low, exhale all the way out around and up to the top, and the exhale at the top of the movement and reach again. Short, deep inhale, long, slow exhale. We're going to feel that transverse abdominal muscle really pull tight, 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 tight as you expel the maximum amount of air out of your lungs. As the leg crosses over, you'll feel that lateral hip stretch. Go low as the leg goes out to the side. You'll look for that inner thigh stretch here and reach again. And of course, as the leg comes all the way around the curve and up to the top, there's your hamstring stretch. Whether the knee is straight or bent, you choose, but be sure you feel that lengthening into the back of the thigh. We'll go for one more circle here, a short deep inhale, longer, slower exhale. Keep the exhale going until the top, so you really feel that transversus knit together. And now let's reverse. Out to the right. Maybe go a quarter of the way around the circle, start your exhale and pay the air out a little bit at a time. Drag the leg across the body, lift it to the sky, and do that again. Reach. The elbows push down to help you stabilize your torso on the mat against the movement and weight of your leg. So it's not just the rib cage, the upper body, but it's also the pelvic girdle that needs to really sink into the floor, weight itself against the movement of the leg. So left side gets heavy, and then the leg moves right. Right side gets heavy, and then move the leg over to the left. We'll come to the top here and take the end of the band in the right hand, elbow grounded. Open the leg out to the right. Keep your left hip grounded, maybe your hand on the hip bone press, and rock that leg slightly towards your shoulder, your right shoulder, and away. Should be a big inner thigh stretch, but also work in your obliques to keep pulling the left side down towards the floor. Let's exhale, bring the leg up to the ceiling, switch hands. And then the left elbow is anchored. You can take the right leg across the left one, across the hip, reach to the far wall, maybe extend your right arm out, perpendicular to your body, and look out over your fingertips. See how high you can bring the hip, also keeping the shoulder blades grounded. Gives you a little bigger twist here. And then unwind it, exhale, pull the hip down gradually. Move from the left shoulder across the body to the right glute. And then we'll pull the leg up, give a little extra stretch. And fold the knee into your chest. Bring it in. And pull the knee slightly to the outside of the rib, as if the knee was coming up to snuggle into your armpit here. See if you can think of reaching out long through your right sits bone to lengthen the waist on the right side. Pull the knee back into the right chest and then slide that leg forward. Shake out your legs and then relax them and feel the difference in the joints, in the muscles, in the positioning of your body on the mat relative to the ground. Okay, and now for the left, we'll pull that knee in and bend the foot. Leg goes up to the sky. You anchor the elbow down and slide the elbows towards your hips, towards the end of your mat. And we just do a couple of point flexes to the feet, articulating from the heel to the toes and then from the toes to the heel. Once more here, another point. Exhale to flex. And then end in a self point to circle across the body on the inhale. Exhale, go low, all the way around, out to the side, up to the sky, the torso quiet, the leg moves. And reach, push out into the bed. You want it taut for support, but you also want it a little bit flexible so you can push into it as you circle and get a little more length in the muscles, a little more space in your joints. Breathing through it, that short, deep inhale, that long, slow exhale helps you engage the abdominal wall at a very deep level. The transversus is the deepest of the four abdominal muscles. That's the one that pulls tight like an interior corset at the end of the exhalation. And we reach again. At the top, let's reverse. The right side heavy as the left leg moves out laterally and then forward around. Hold the left side grounded, pull the leg across the body and up to the ceiling to get the length in the hamstring and reach again. Movement should be smooth. You're drawing a perfect circle or oval in the air while holding the body really heavy on the mat. That's where you get the work, the strength in the center of your body by using the weight of your limbs to challenge that stability. And let's do one more here. Reach all the way around and up to the top. Now, bend in the left hand, elbows rounded, open the left leg out to the side, put a little more weight in the right hip bone, and rock the left leg gently here. It's a minor stretch, don't want to go crazy. And just rock the leg here in the socket. Wrist should be straight. You might have to slowly flex the wrist a little bit to prevent it from going into extension and putting too much strain in the carpal tunnel. And let's exhale to lift the leg up to the ceiling, switch hands. Bring the leg across, extend the left arm, look out over it. You can start with the hip down, but then you want to peel the hip, the waist, the lower ribs off the floor to get more rotation through your spine. Give yourself some space by reaching out through the sits bone and then pulling the foot back in towards the shoulder. The leg you can bend as necessary, as long as you still feel the stretch. And then we exhale to pull back it down and lift the leg up. Let's take the hands up and pull the leg back. You've probably got a bit more range here. That hamstring should have loosened up a fair bit with the series. And then we fold the knee into the chest, embrace it in, bend to the side. Pull the leg in tight. Try to imagine the thigh resting on the abs, resting on the chest wall. And then release it a little bit, take it a little sideways, a little laterally, to pull the knee up into the left armpit. The right side is still heavy. If you do that, you'll feel a little more stretch across the front of the pelvic girdle and the upper inner thigh on the left side. And then pull the knee back in directly towards the chest. And then go ahead and release it forward. Shake out the legs. And then take a moment to notice what changed, what happened, what you just did. All right, so we'll roll up now for rolling with the ball. Arms up and back, lift the arms, come up. Big exhale, pull your body forward, curve the spine. Yep, and pull the rib cage back, the tail forward and up to start that extra stretch in your back. Now, we'll pull the legs in for that rolling with the ball exercise. Hold onto your thighs easier, hold onto your shins more difficult. And as you curl the tail up, look at your abs and pick up the feet, edges of the feet together. Push the shins out into your hips and vice versa. We curl the tail and roll to the blade. Inhale back, exhale forward to balance point. And again. You want the back as round as you can, inflate it on the inhale, and exhale, keep the shape by pulling your forehead down so you want to bury your ears between your knees. Roll again here. Back on the inhale, forward on the exhale. Using right and left side, so you roll in a straight line up and down your mat. And last one. Hips in the air, and then shoulders and head forward in the air. Into the ab series. We'll roll back, holding on to the right ankle with the right hand, the left hand to the right shin. Pull that knee up and push the shin into the hands. As you roll back, you flip the left leg off of the ground, come into your upper curl and the elbows are wide. Inhale, switch the legs. Push the right one out, the left one in, and switch again. You can press the leg into your chest and try to come up high and deep in that upper curl with that connection. Legs glide forward and back. Remember, you could always rest your head down if you need to, but otherwise head high and look down your nose at your abs. Looking up towards the ceiling tends to throw us flat and get us into our neck. So pull both knees in. We're going to continue double leg stretch. The arms and legs lift to the ceiling. So with the arms wide and embrace the legs in. So as you advance, the arms and legs reach further away from center, but you're still pulling your waistline towards the ground. It may not completely touch, but the goal is there to keep feeling that the spine isn't buckling or arching. So stretch, exhale and embrace. And one more time, reach away from your center, exhale, pull it in. And rest your head down. Ease your neck by turning your head from one side to the next. And then we can hold on to the shins or the back of the thighs. Pull the head up, pull the elbows forward, extend the legs up, and reach your hands high on the right leg. The left leg pushes out and down for your scissors. So from here, we stretch the back of the leg and open the other hip. Switch the legs as you inhale, and switch as you exhale. This is the one where it's really tempting to look up at your foot as it lifts. Keep looking down, 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 across the room. Gaze lowered. Really look towards the floor and not up towards the sky. Get the pull into the leg as you pull with the arms to also pull your chest higher and deeper into your upper abdominal loop. We're going to end with the left leg up. Bring the right leg up and support the head with your hands. Pull the head up and pull the elbows down. Squeeze the legs together like a new leg, and then they slide forward and out. Not very far. This is a third of your body weight in your legs, supported from your spine. Exhale, pull the legs up. And take it forward again. If you decide to have your head down, the movement is much smaller. Just be careful. You want to feel the abs working hard, but not giving up. Zip the legs tight as you lift them here. And we'll do that one more time. Push the legs out and then arc. It could be small, maybe move an inch. And then elbow to knee, you twist to the right. And then we twist to the left. So you're coming up and forward. Give yourself that rotation combined with the upper curl. So lift and reach the leg out. So to help you feel like you can also come forward and reach across the room with the elbow, with the shoulder, with the chest. We'll end going to the left. And then come back. Lay your head down. Hug the knees in for a second. Just pull them tight in case you were a little off on your estimate. of where the leg should be when they were extended. Do a little counter stretch here for the low back. And then we'll roll forward and up for a spine stretch. Extend the legs, elevate the hips if you wish, or bend the knees as you need to sit perched on your sits bones with a little inverse curve at your waist. Now here the arms can move forward, the collarbones wide. You can even take the arms up and turn the palms back. And in this case, we're going to lift the chest. The lower part of the torso stays vertical. Waterfall backwards, imagine a wall right up to the tip of your blades and lean them back on top of that wall. And then bring your gaze forward to the horizon, palms are down, and we bounce over the space in front of us. As if we're curling the belly up and around the curve of the ball. Dive over, envelop the ball with your spine. And then now imagine the ball rolling up the front of your body. To lift you and stack the spine from the bottom to the top, turn the palms back. Look up, squeeze an imaginary ball from the armpits and slide it across the sky. And then we're pushing it back across the ceiling, down the wall, palms are down. We pull the waist up and back and round over here for that stretch in the lower back. Push down with your heels and your sits bones come up. One more lift through neutral to an upper back extension. And then forward and over again. The waist pulls back, the heels reach forward, the toes pull back. Stretch your spine. If your hands are not to your feet, that's fine, but just keep pulling the waist back and rounding your spine, pulling the tail up towards your gaze. And then we stack the spine coming up for open leg balance and rocker. So come forward towards the front of your mat, hands on your right above your ankles on your shins. The waist pulls back again in your pelvic tuck, and you flip the feet off the ground. Right leg extends up, the shoulder is down, stretch the leg, exhale, pull that back, and now for the left. Reach, and exhale and retract. One more like this, alternating the legs. It's a bit of a balance challenge, like hold this final position. If your hamstrings are really tight, you might not be able to straighten the knee all the way without falling backwards. That's because of the pull of the hamstring into the sits bone. Now, both legs, extend them up. And fold them back. And do that again, once more. And fold. On the next one, we take them up, we leave them up. The hands can go behind the calves, even behind the thighs. And then, or to the ankles, if you can pull that shape tighter. Look into your belly, curl the tail, roll to your shoulder blades, neck and head off the ground, exhale forward and up to your balance. And we take it back again. Forward here, and diving forward. Balance on your sacrum, one more time, and forward and up. We'll bend the knees. And I think for today, let's go into the full side leg series. So we're going to stretch out on your sides. And support your head with your hand if that works for you. Otherwise, the arm is down and the head is resting on it. So here, beginner intermediate levels in mat Pilates, we take the hands in front of the chest, the rib cage, and push into the ground to help stabilize the torso on its side. You could also pull that bottom elbow in towards your armpit to get a feeling of connection into the lower part of your ribs on the mat. Now legs forward at 15 degrees from your spine, feet flexed, and you lift the leg up hip height. If you want to try a more advanced position, take your hands behind your head and pull the head long, push your head back into your hands. Be sure the head's aligned with your spine. Now we pull the top heel forward and pulse twice, pulse 1, 2, point the foot, swing the leg back and reach back and pulse 1, 2, using your glute. Flex the foot to go forward, sharp crease at the hip, reach out through the heel and back through the sits bone, push that back, swing it, opening your hip here. Now the whole time you do this, no matter what your hand position is, you try to balance right on your side seam without moving the torso forward when the leg goes back, or moving the torso back as the leg goes forward, right? Because once you do that, you lose the stretches you're looking for in the hip when the leg is back and in the hamstring when the leg is forward. We come back to center and lower the leg down. Exhale, rotate and kick the leg high in the air with the soft point. Flex the foot and bring it down. Stretch, heel kisses heel. Point to glide it up, flex and push it down and long. We'll do that again to let it rise and flex, pull it down. And again, now flex the foot to lift it this time, point the foot to push it down and stretch it out. Flex to lift. And point to lower. One more, flex up. And point to reach it down. For développé, you bend the knee up towards the ceiling, pull the knee in towards your armpit, you extend the leg up, you flex the foot and pull the heel down to the other heel. Point, glide, knee in, foot up, flex, and down. It's a longer inhale. Exhale up and suspend the leg. Go down a little slower. The pace slows down on that last bit. Pull it in one more time. Up you go. Exhale all the way up and down. Now reverse. Flex foot stays there. Lift it in the air. Point the foot, bend the knee. Tap the toe down to the other leg and skate it forward. Massage it out. Flex to lift. Point and bend. I like to think of both legs stretching as the top leg pulls the other one into length. And once we're up, point, bend, and even pull your head a little bit away from your tail, away from that leg. To finish here. Now we're going to rond de jambe. So you take the top leg forward, up, around, rotating the leg on the socket. Reach the leg behind you. Really hold that body stacked here on your side seam. And let's do it again. Short inhale, long exhale, just like single leg circles. Of course, much harder because we're on a narrow edge of our body here. And then let's do this in reverse. So take the leg back, up, forward, and around. Just imagine how hard it would be if you were on a balance beam like 20 feet up in the air. You would be focused right now. So keep that focus all the way around here. All right, now this is a more advanced side kick exercise. We're doing bicycle. So you're going to stretch the top arm forward, the top leg back. So feel that stretch diagonally from your fingers to your toes without cramping the foot. So don't overpoint the foot. Keep it a little soft. Now you're going to kick the leg forward and bring your hand to the leg at some point. Right? Feel the stretch. Reach out through the sits bone. Get that extra stretch in the hamstring. Fold the knee into your chest. Embrace it in. Your hand to the shin. Now take your hand to the top of the foot, top of the arch. Heel to butt. Swing the knee back. Feel the quad stretch here. Feels good. We hardly ever do that, right? And then extend arm and leg in opposite directions. Kick out. That's where we started. So we inhale to bring the leg forward, the hand to the leg, hold on where you can. Pull the knee into your chest, embrace it in, heel towards sits bone, knee towards your chest. Hand to the foot, swing the leg back. Feel that stretch in your quad. The knee stays parallel to the ground. So if you have a tight IT band, it'll want to lift and you have to pull it down so it's parallel. Release arm and leg, stretch this out. We'll do that once more. So inhale, pull the leg forward, hand to the leg, hold it in, hold it back, swing the knee back, stretch the quad, and release everything here. Now the reverse, we lift the arm up in a beautiful arc as we fold the leg, pulling the heel in towards your sits bone. The knee is behind you for the quad stretch. Now you pull the knee in towards your chest, embrace it in, and then extend the leg forward. The hand slides along the shin. And then you stretch the leg back as the arm goes forward. Good, really beautiful. Now here the arm rises in an arc as you bend the knee. Heel towards butt, right? Feel the quad stretch. Maybe push the knee back a little further to increase it. Pull the knee into your chest wall. And then extend the leg out. You give it a little support from the hand. And then release arm and leg, go long. Once more, the arm rises in an arc. You bend the knee. Pull the leg into your chest. So you have a deep crease at the knee and at the hip. And then extend the leg out and release all the way long. Very good. And then let's bring the hand down, bring the leg down. And at that point, we're going to slide the legs back. So they're just slightly forward of your spine. Extend the arm out and lay your head on your arm if you're not doing it already. All right, so we're going to press the hand into the mat. A more advanced option would be to have the hands like Just touching thumbs together, fingers together, and press the bottom arm into the ground. And then from here, we're going to lift the top leg. And then we're going to pull the bottom leg up to it and bring the bottom leg down. Inhale, lift the bottom leg, exhale to lower. Top leg stays just where it is as you pull the bottom leg to it and then down. Now lift that bottom leg, hold here, and now you push the top leg up and down with the bottom leg. So it's like the top leg is inert and the bottom leg does the work. Lift and lower. Keep both legs suspended off the floor. Lift and lower again. This time lower the legs all the way down. All right, we're going to lift both legs up, hip height, and do little walks. So teeny tiny steps, moving from your socket, moving from the glute to bring the leg back, from the psoas muscle to bring the leg forward. And then do big sweeping steps. Try your best to hold your balance and not fall off onto your stomach or onto your back. I know, this is craziness. It's a good test of your core and your balance. Pull the legs together, lift them, and lower them down. We did it. All right. So onto our stomachs here. Overlap your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. So we're just going to take the legs into turnout, not grasshopper, but just a single leg lower lift. So you press the right pelvic half into the ground, pick up the right leg, try to really work on the glute, and try to hold the knee as straight as possible, and then lower the leg down. Now the left hip bone presses into the ground, pubic bone as well. Lift the left leg up, lift the knee, and exhale, lower the leg. So this is hard, right? Because we're trying not to overarch the back. We're not going to lift from the low back, tipping the pelvis. We're pressing the pelvis down to work into some hip extension and really work into the hamstring and the glute to lift the weight of the leg off the floor. We could also do it this way. So let's start with the right leg. We're going to bend the knee, soft point of the foot to the ceiling. Pick up the knee. Extend the leg out, holding the knee high, and then lower the leg down. And let's do the left. Bend the knee, point the foot up. Pick up the knee, hip bone down, extend the leg up and out, and lower the leg with control down. When we're set on the right, first, so bend the knee, pick up the knee, extend the leg, stretch, and lower. And now for the left, bend the knee, soft point, lift the knee up, extend the leg, try not to drop the thigh, and then bring it down with control. You did great. Sit back in your child's pose, round your back, stretch it out. And then we're coming up to do the other side. You all can just flip over, keep your head at the same place. I'm turning around so I can see you. So we start either propped up on the elbow or with the arm extended along the floor. Legs forward here, tail lifts up behind you like a happy dog. We're right on the sideline. Be sure the neck is long too in the front so that you're not tucking your chin and looking at your legs. Try to look straight ahead at the wall in front of you. And then make the connection through the top hand either into the ground or to the skull and pull the head long to lengthen the neck. So bring the leg up, hip height, flexing the foot. First is front back or sweeps. We bring the heels forward and pulse once, twice, point the foot, take it back and reach back, pulse and pulse again. Flex to go forward, hold your body stable, like your side seam is glued to the mat. I guess with Gorilla Glue. And then let's pull forward here, double beat. Point and push it back and reach and pulse once more. One more time, flex to bring it forward, reach out to the sits bone. Try not to round the back into a tuck when the leg goes forward. And then come back to center and we lower the leg. We're going to rotate the leg externally, point the foot to lift it up, flex the foot to bring it down. Lift and flex and reach it away, lengthen. Point to bring it high, flex to bring it long. Now reverse, flex to go up, point and push it away, stretch. Flex, lift, and point down. Now it'll be really common that people want to bring their top hip back to take the leg higher. Just go where you can still keep your hips stacked, okay? So let's do that one more time. Focus on that. Flex, externally rotate the leg, but the hips stay stacked, point and down. Now développé, pull the knee up, pull the foot in, knee towards the armpit, foot lifts, flex, and all the way down. And point. I know all the cheats because I did all of them in the process along the way. And down. Point and slide. The up, foot up, flex, and down. Now we reverse. Flex the foot, go up in the air. Point the foot, bend the knee, tap the toes, go all the way forward and down. Flex, and we lift. Point, bend, and skate the leg forward. Really stretch. Lengthen all the way to lift, point, and bend, and skin the leg forward for rond de jambe. So really press into your body on the mat. And we bring the leg forward, up, around, back, and through center. And do that again. Circle, stretch. Here, remember soft foot, don't overpoint. And let's complete the circle and reverse. Take the leg back, open the hip. Rotate externally to bring it up, a little more internally to bring it back through the midline in parallel. Back it goes, up, around, forward, and through center. And one more time. Okay, now we're moving into that bicycle again. We're going to slow down the pace. So the top arm goes forward, the back leg, top leg goes back, and stretch out on the diagonal. Feel that even into your obliques. Kick the leg forward, holding the hip back. To hold the leg there, get a stretch in the back line of your leg. Now pull the knee into your chest, heel to butt, heel to sits bone. And then you slide the hand down towards the top of the arch. Push the knee behind you, give yourself that quad stretch. And then extend the leg, extend the arm forward, stretch out on the diagonal line. Energy like flames out of your fingers and toes. Kick the leg forward, leave the hip back. Hold onto the leg, give it some support, fold it in, feel the sits bone, knee to chest, and then swing the knee in an arc to bring it behind you for the quad stretch. Release arm and leg on the diagonal again. Once more here, bottom leg pushes into the ground actively. Kick the top leg forward, stretch. Fold it in, embrace. Swing the knee back. Pull that behind you, release arm and leg. Lengthen. That's good. Now for the reverse. The arm circles up as you bend the knee, bringing the heel towards the sits bone, push the knee behind you. Get your quad stretch there. Pull the knee into your chest and hug it tight. Reach out through your sits bone. You're not shortening your waist any more than you have to, right? Try to get some length there. Extend the leg forward. The hand helps support the leg. And then you release the straight leg back as the arm goes forward. Stretch out on the diagonal. And again, the arm glides up, draws an arc. You bend the knee. Pull the heel to your butt. Pull the knee into your chest. Here you're a little bit rounded in that low back, but still try to lengthen away with the sits bone. Extend the leg out, stretch it long. And swing the leg back as the arm sweeps forward. Once more, the arm goes up slowly as you're folding the knee. You can get your hand to the foot to pull that heel all the way in as much as you can. Pull the knee into your chest. Extend the leg out, stretch long, and sweep arm and leg in the opposite direction. So we're going to take the legs back and stack them. And lay yourself down on your extended arm. And here we're just going to press into the hand in front of the chest. That's going to help you like work into your obliques. Or you have the option of overlapping, touching your fingers towards the ones of the other hand. And then let's bring the top leg up hip height. Bring the bottom leg up and then the bottom leg down. Bottom leg lifts and lowers. Lifts again and lowers here, lifts and holds. Now take the top leg up and down. Bottom leg is still suspended in midair. Up with the top leg, bring it down. Top leg lifts, take it down. Now The bottom leg pushes the top one up. We can bring it to the floor, tap, and lift it high. And take it down. And lift again. Take it down and lift. And now little walks. And then big giant climbing steps. It's hard to keep that bottom leg up off the ground so that you can move it behind you. I don't have to tell you. Pull the legs together, lift them up, lower them down. It's good. And we're just about done. So let's lay on your back for a second. Just stretch the legs forward. Give them a little shake. And then bring your knees up, your feet down. Let's slide the roller under our low backs. Again, under the sacrum. Pick up your hips. At first, hold the knees in towards your chest. Round your back. And then we'll keep the right knee in. Stretch the left leg forward. You can hug that right knee into your body and really get the hip opening across the left hip. If you feel like you are able to, you can also take that right foot down with the bent knee. But if it's too much arching your back, pull the knee back in towards your chest. Right? Be sure that the roller is really right across the sacrum, so you have the support you need here. And then we'll take the left arm back so that you're stretching the left side of the body long and open. Just breathe deeply here. Full breath in. Exhale slowly out. Belly pulls deep, navel pulls in towards your spine. Inhale again. Exhale it out. Complete exhalation for one more breath in and out. Pull the right knee in, hold the roller with both hands. Pull the left knee in also. Hold them a little tight, pull the tail up, stretch out your low back. And now we'll take the right foot down, the left knee still in the air, and stretch the right leg forward. Open up the hip. Now, the knee might be a little bent, that's fine. And pulling the knee in, you can also stay there if you know that's better for your back. Or you can try going the left foot down with the bent knee. See how that is. If it's too much arch in the spine, check the position of your roller and or pull the knee into your chest. In either case, we're now going to extend the right arm back, letting the back of the hand rest on the ground. The leg might slightly externally rotate, the right one that's forward, and an extension here at the hip. Just let the breath lengthen your body from your hip bone crest, your fingers, your hip bone crest to your toes. And as you exhale, feel anywhere that's touching the ground sink into the floor, into the roller. With a full inhale and a nice slow exhalation. All right, and then you can slide the leg back, slide the arms forward, pull the knees in. And then we'll lower the feet, lift your hips, and slide off the roller. Check out your body on the mat. And then we are good for today. And actually for our spring semester. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here all semester.